After he beats Canelo, Terence Crawford reveals the fight he wants. It concerns legacy. Terence Crawford is months away from the biggest fight of his career. The switch hitter from Omaha, Nebraska is already a champion in 4 weight classes and has been undisputed in 2, but looks to add to that legacy in September when he moves up 2 divisions to face Saul Canelo Alvarez. Crawford is aiming to be just the 3rd man to defeat Canelo, who is undisputed at super-middleweight, in 68 fights. If he pulls it off, many feel he will retire from the sport of boxing, having done it all and then some. However, Bud is keeping his cards close to his chest in that respect, having previously said that a rematch with Alvarez is possible, and now, in an interview with All the Smoke Fight, stating he may move back down to super welterweight and collect all 4 belts. "I'm fighting Canelo for the opportunity, baby. The legacy. The legacy outweighs the money. 3-time undisputed. Ooh-wee. Coming soon. I might go back down to 5'4" and do it again. I might go back down and do it again. You don't know what I'm gonna do." Crawford, who would be the first male 3-weight undisputed champion ever, is WBA world champion at 154 pounds after beating Israel Madrimov in his sole fight at the weight, though the sanctioning body will soon likely make the belt vacant and call for the top contenders, Abbas Barra and Yoenis Tellez, to face off. The other current champions Crawford would have to beat to achieve undisputed at 154 are Sebastian Fundora and Bakram Murtazalev. Those plans remain firmly out of the picture for now, with the Americans' full focus on making history against Canelo in Las Vegas. Will Canelo Alvarez vs. Terence Crawford become the next fight of the century? It was a rather warm night on May 2, 2015, as crowds thronged the MGM Grand Arena in Paradise, Nevada, to witness the fight of the century, where 5-division world champion Floyd Mayweather Jr., 50-0, 27 KOs, went to war against the 8-division world champion, Manny Pacquiao. August 2, 62, 39 KOs, for the unified world welterweight title. What transpired was nothing short of a battle for the ages. And now, 10 years down the line, it looks like there might just be a fight that might topple its position. Terence Crawford, 41-0, 31 KOs, versus Saul Canelo Alvarez, February 2, 63, 39 KOs. Crawford will face Alvarez on September 13 for the undisputed super middleweight title in what will potentially be an explosive spectacle for boxing fans. While the boxing community is undoubtedly hyped up for the fight, Bud feels that it just might be the next biggest thing in the world of boxing. Speaking to Fox Sports Australia, Crawford revealed that he expects the fight to do major numbers, possibly even bigger than Mayweather vs. Pacquiao. "I feel if it catches fire, gets the support of the fans, it could definitely do the big numbers required to surpass the great Mayweather-Pacquiao fight," he said. As one of the most lucrative fights of its time, Mayweather vs. Pacquiao saw a record 4.6 million PPV buys. This broke revenue records in the US with $410 million in revenue from PPV alone. In fact, it even surpassed the gargantuan PPV numbers of Mayweather's fight against Alvarez in 2013. With Mayweather's former opponent bound to face him at the other end of the ring, Crawford is anticipating major hype for the fight and even bigger sales. However, with the scale and hype surrounding Mayweather vs. Pacquiao, it was also one of the most pirated sports events in history. It's a factor that might turn out to be worrisome for Crawford vs. Alvarez too. "It just depends on how many people want to steal it with piracy," he added. Crawford is not the only one who believes that his fight against Alvarez will end up being the next big thing in boxing. Alvarez's business manager, Richard Schaefer, who has also closely worked with Mayweather, is also certain that the fight will break all the previous records. "With Mayweather-Pacquiao, people hyped it up. It was a big success financially, but I think this can be equally as big of a success in that regard, if not bigger. But I think Canelo-Crawford is a fight between 2 men truly in their prime," he said while talking to The Ring magazine. "I think it's going to be a fascinating match. It's going to be the biggest fight in modern history. I was fortunate enough to promote Mayweather-Canelo back in the day. This will be substantially bigger."